it's the ideal way of moving up to 72 people around, moving your wedding around from A to B to C. I think that's one of the reasons. It's a relatively new industry as well, because the majority of the buses were still in service until late 2004. So I think it's still catching on. It's an infant industry. Most popular seat would be probably the bench seat facing the platform, and they're often waved at by the crowds as they're driving through London.
Thank you, nice talking to you.
We offer London taxis from the 1930s, 1950s and up to present day. This particular model you see here is a 1948 Austin FX3. At the moment in London it's very popular to have a London taxi wedding, and we also offer a Route Master bus, which is the most iconic package you could ever get together. Both of them look so great at weddings. You've got the guests on the Route Master bus and the bridal couple turn up in a vintage taxi. Looks absolutely fantastic.
We usually find once the groom is actually in the carriage, then he loves it just as much as the bride, or even more sometimes. You know, they're surprised because they just don't know what to expect until they get it.
When you drive in a limo, everyone looks around and turns around and say, wow, what is that? And if you got something as rare as a Porsche Cayenne, then that's a bonus. So people, I know for the Porsche Cayenne, wherever it goes, people just turn head. And they just want to know if they can hire it, because it's one of the most popular limos at the moment.
People that don't want the traditional type of wedding. I think people that are looking for a little bit of the wow factor and something a bit different. And I have to say, every time we've turned up with Bertie at a wedding, all the guests are kind of like, wow, you know, that's really different, what fun. So, and we have the little Jack Daniels optic on the side there for the groom, so if he gets a bit nervous or anything, he can have a quick drink on the way, so that works quite well.
Wedding transport is somewhere where you can really show your individuality by choosing something with real character, which reflects the kind of person you are.
Well, it does drive, but it's a photo booth. So we drive up to events. We've got a Mini, a taxi, we've got a wedding car, and we've got 2 indoor photo booths. We drive to the event, and people get their photos taken, so it's a photo booth.
He wants to get a limo and I want to get a taxi.
Well,
I would love to have a Bentley, but that would blow my budget.
Bentley. He likes the Bentley.
Are you getting one?
Hopefully.
If she wins the lottery, man.